Let me help you with your vision, they losing their sight here. Time to send the world a message they might hear. Like big meals, I'm making it quite clear. I'm chasing my dreams and fighting my nightmares. I'm going real hard, I'm talking words you understand, I'm talking real bars. I'm going everywhere, you know I'm talking real far. Yeah, it's time to raise a toast to this thing to the Lord the most. As I go from coast to coast, I'm talking north side, I'm talking south side, I'm talking east side, I'm talking west side. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, it's time to let you know how I spit it when I flow. When I go and light a fuse and I set to let it blow. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, time to check my status and the GOAT is what it be. And you know I'm over 30, so my level is a G. And I may be from the hood, but I'm way beyond these streets. And my pockets hate a diet, so they always down to eat. Even though they screaming fame, and it's always spelling me. And I'll never hang it up till my mission is complete. And I'm looking at you haters, I suggest you take a seat. Cause it's all fun and games to a killer show his teeth. This is for them cats that be screaming homies. Claiming that you're real, but we know you're phony. Now I'm chilling with my sons, they my one and only. Like the Turner brothers, yeah, we screaming lions only. Step into this den, I welcome all who will dare. Never met a David, tell me whom shall I fear? Gotta rep the nation, black and gold is what I wear. If you look to your left, to your right, I'm everywhere. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide.
Roxamore Sports Live, bringing you coverage of this game, Woodland Hills High School, Woodland Hills Wolverines, and the McKeesport Tigers. I'm Dylan Offerman. Alongside me, Craig Thomas. We're going to take a moment to step away and listen to the national anthem. Sorry about that, folks. Welcome to Woodland Hills High School here between the Wolverines and the Women's Lady Tigers. Tigers are coming into this game 13-4 overall, second in the WPIAL 5A. Meanwhile, the Wolverines unfortunately came to a bad loss here on Wednesday. Greater Latrobe came to a loss 56-45. They're 5-6 overall. Craig, what do you have to say in this matchup going in?
Well, this should be an interesting matchup. Woodland Hills is coming into this game a little shorthanded. Their star sophomore player, Hope Hawkins, is out with an ankle injury, and she's here rooting on her team in a walking boot. But Coach Von Pitts is going to have to get after it. He'll be at a size disadvantage tonight. But one thing he will do is get after it with the full court press, try to create turnovers, try to create opportunities through their defense to get out here with a victory tonight.
Absolutely, and I think that they were starting to get those turnovers going for them towards the second half on Wednesday's matchup against Greater Latrobe. I think that for them, obviously side's going to be a disadvantage for a lot of their matchups, but overall, I think I've been seeing a lot of them working on that during practice going into this game. You could see them putting the hand, dribbling up and down the court, trying to prepare for that physical play.
So one thing about it is for sure, too, is tonight is that McKeesport's already qualified for the playoffs. So they are in second place in the section with a 6-1 record. And Woodland Hills definitely needs this victory, put themselves in a position to try to get into the playoffs tonight. So we'll start with the starting lineup. For McKeesport, you have number 2, Aviana Menifee. Then you have number 4, Madison Hertzler. Then you got number 10, Brooke Evans. Number 20, Raquel Manfredo. And then rounding their starting 5 out, it'll be Madeline Cherepko. So that'll be their starting 5. So you got Woodland Hills.
Certainly. So Woodland Hills starting 5, obviously Hawkins is out, so we're going to have the lineup sets as follows. Number 2, Jasmine Fisher. Number 11, Kayla Walter. Number 12, Jasmine Dunn. Number 9, London Creech. And also number 9, correction. And number 10, number 24, Carmen Vasquez.
Yeah, so we should be in for a great matchup tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here live on the Roxamore Sports Network basketball division here Friday night. Under the lights, but in the gymnasium. Absolutely. All right, where it's nice and warm at. All right, good to be here with you, sir. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing very well. A little bit of a mix-up going on. Obviously, we heard earlier this morning with the bridge collapse, a lot of people are trying to get around with traffic. But other than that, it was pretty good getting here.
Absolutely. Then we had President Biden in town as well. So I'm sure that created some traffic woes as well. But nonetheless, we are here inside where it's nice and warm. And you guys go to the refrigerator, get you some popcorn, a little pop, Pepsi, Coke, something, pull up a seat and enjoy some basketball as you in for a doubleheader. Backyard brawl, Woodland Hills versus McKeesport on the Roxamore Sports Network live. So we're just about set for play here, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll see. We have Carmen Vasquez jumping for the Wolverines, and it's a double tap, and it looks like the Tigers come away with it.
Yeah, and I think that for the Tigers, they have a very good recipe going for them. They have that perimeter offense and just drive it between the middle.
London Creech comes away with the steal on the first possession. Down low to Vasquez. She gets it up and off the rim and misses a layup. Even though it didn't go in, that's exactly what you want to see for the Wolverines, getting that presence, getting the steal, and just getting something to go offensively. So that was a great start by the Wolverines to get that turnover, as they'll be shorthanded. But the freshman London Creech is in the lineup, so this may be her coming out party as a starter. Who knows? She may not want to come out after this. No, I don't think she will. She'll be having too much fun. Great rebound there by Carmen Vasquez. Gets the ball ahead to Kayla Walter, in the middle to Carmen Vasquez. Almost a turnover and a tie-up on the play. Yeah, you want to try to get some interior presence going, but you got to be careful about who's in front of you there. That's that great interior presence there in McKeesport. We mentioned earlier that size, and they're going to be right in your face trying to get the steal. Shot is blocked. Rebound by Creech. Good way to come in and get that rebound and give them an opportunity at a shot. Pass across court. Dunn with the mid-range. Teardrop a little bit off the rim. Yeah, and right there, that's another one of those drives. You want to try to get a kick out to the wing for the shot, but nothing was able to come through. So McKeesport comes out. They're running their offense, swinging the ball around, looking for cutters. One thing about high school basketball, there's no shot clock, so you don't have to worry about rushing to get into your set. Just take your time and continue to look, penetrate, and look for an open shot. Three-pointer is off the rim, but they get a second chance rebound with number 2 coming up on the rebound. Aviana Menifee with the rebound for the Tigers. Kick, and the shot is up, off, air ball by McKeesport. And they come away with another rebound. You're seeing that resilience there of the Lady Tigers there. They got the screen, the shot didn't go, but they have someone ready to go in for the rebound. So that, again, speaks to the point that we made in pregame about the size advantage and the opportunities with 2 and 3 opportunities at shots there. But London Creech gets the ball out to Kayla Walter. Creech to the rim, layup, and in with the little pretty layup. Finger roll, London Creech.
Wonderful layup there for London there. London with a beautiful layup off the drive. That's exactly what you want to see. Nothing too fancy, but just enough to get something going.
That's a great contest by London Creech there on that corner three-pointer. And Vasquez comes around with the ball. Dunn up the middle. Dunn going to the hoop, coast to coast. They didn't stop her, so she takes it all the way in. Could have got fouled on that, but they didn't call it. Missed the layup, but nonetheless, they're going the other way, McKeesport is.
No, I think Dunn had a great idea there. She didn't go in for too much contact. She was relying solely on getting the drive. The defender there for McKeesport, she didn't put enough contact to me to call foul, but nonetheless, it went right back in their favor, and they're up to the line.
Yeah, that shot was off of McKeesport, but they'll keep the ball, and they'll take it out underneath the hoop here. With 4 minutes and 57 seconds to go on the clock, the Wolverines have a 2-point lead here. As we are early in the first quarter, Carmen Vasquez on the defense with Jasmine Dunn-Deal, and they're putting a lot of pressure on this McKeesport team here, contesting every pass in every lane. I haven't seen them this active all season. It's good to see that.
No, I think they're coming into this game. Obviously, you're feeling it for your teammate there in Hawkins who went down. I'm sure that coach comes in saying, hey, guys, we need to be careful. We need to be able to go into this without having any more bumps and bruises. But at the same time, you want to be able to go into this with the right mindset that I want to score. I want to play the game the right way.
So that's a call. It looks like that foul's going to be on Jasmine Dunn. I'm not sure how the referee from the opposite side called that, away from the ball, but it looks like they'll be going to the free throw line shooting too. And young lady really tickled the twine there on that free throw. That's number 4, Madison Hertzler. She definitely has great form. Shot the ball very well there on that first free throw. And she gets 2, so that ties the game up there. And McKeesport comes out with a little pressure, 3/4 court trap, and it looks like almost a turnover. Looks like we got a turnover. It looks like we have a foul on the play there.
Yeah, I think right there, you got to give credit to the McKeesport defense. They have a lot of people up at the midline.
Yep, so absolutely. So Woodland Hills has the ball. Their freshman phenom, London Creech with the ball. The mid-range shot, a little bit off the mark there, but you like to see that out of her. She has a lot of confidence in her shot. She's going to be a great one going forward.
Absolutely, and a lot of these young high scorers, we talked.
Traveling, McKeesport with the turnover, coming down from McKeesport, which these teams are separated by about 8 miles maybe at the most. This is a rivalry, but the people from McKeesport came down traveling with their traveling shoes on.
Absolutely. And that's what you expect, especially if you're like one of the parents of the players. You want to go in and have the right idea of go.
Creech with the shot, and Vasquez goes up with the rebound, but great shot by London Creech. It was a wide open shot. Great defense. Kayla Walter checks out. Jasmine Fisher checks in. Kayla's playing great defense as well. You want to see her get her stroke going on the offensive side as well.
Absolutely.
So it looks like the Wolverines have gone pretty small there. And we have a foul on the play there. And it looks like on number 2, Aviana Menifee sends number 4, Jalen Wilson, to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, what I was trying to say earlier about the opposing crowd coming in, you want to try to make it an even playing field. A lot of times you go to these away games, especially if they're very far away. Some parents can't make the climb, but if it's only a few miles away, that's very easy to do. Why not?
Yeah, so that was tough there as Jalen missed both of those free throws. I know Coach Vaughn Pitts is not happy about that. time you get to the free throw line, there's a reason why they call it free throw, because it's free, and he wants all of them. I know that I spoke to him earlier today, and he talked a lot about getting the opportunities and taking advantage of them when they present themselves. Offensively, making shots, and also making free throws when you have an opportunity.
Absolutely, and I think, too, you got to give credit to, and you see they're Dunn on the steal, but Dunn was really physical in that last game. You could see her trying so hard as the ball general for that team, trying to get something going and taking a lot of contact. Want to get rewarded for that effort.
So the Wolverines probe the ball around. Vasquez with a little short runner. Ball is down on the baseline and over the back. London Creech tried to get the rebound, but McKeesport comes away with the rebound. So far you've seen a lot of defense, a lot of easy shots not being made, but I'm sure these ladies will warm up here as we move forward. And they'll try to, and that shot was off the mark. Easy shot down low.
Wolverines defense fell asleep right there.
For number 30, and that was Kaylee Charles of McKeesport. And the Wolverines turn the ball over, so Kayla Walter is back in the game, taking London Creech out.
That's not what you want to see if you're Jasmine Fisher, trying to go in there and get the easy pass, slipped right out of her hands and goes right back over the Tigers.
So we're at 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. The the actual Tigers are leading the Wolverines. Gators, Tigers, Gateway was the other day. The Tigers are leading the Wolverines 6-2 here. They come out in the press, a zone press, trying to get a turnover. On cue, Coach Von Pitts takes a timeout here. Think this is going to be a 30-second timeout, so it's going to be a short one. So once again, Craig Thomas with Dylan Overman. Dylan, thank you for joining me tonight. Good to have you guys with us here on the Roxamore Sports Network Live. Doubleheader basketball tonight. Woodland Hills versus McKeesport. Backyard rivalry. This is a big game here because most of these kids know each other.
Absolutely. And I think, too, a lot of times, at least it was the case for me when I was in high school, a lot of times you travel together for, little things. You guys meet in tournaments. You met when you were younger at some point. A lot of times these guys know each other very well. And if you end up lucky enough to play in college basketball, sometimes you guys end up going to the same university if you're lucky.
Yeah, so this should be interesting, even though tonight Woodland Hills is a little short-handed without their starting forward, Hope Hawkins. Nonetheless, Coach Pitts is looking for 100% effort from everyone that he has available at his disposal tonight. So Jasmine Dunn probes on the baseline, finds Fisher down low. She brings the ball back out top and resets it. Kayla Walter on the left wing gets the ball to Vasquez. She goes to the hoop with the Euro step, and it looks like she was fouled, and the ball dropped around, hit the rim at least 6 times, and falls in.
7 times. Can't tell. And I was going to say earlier about with Hopkins, with her being out, you want to have that good interior paint presence that she brought. And right there, you could see the drive going in. But I think going forward, their recipe is going to change a little bit. Plays like that.
Yeah, but then it opens up the inside right there where, if Hope Hawkins was in the game, that shot would not be possible because she'd be sending it back the other way. But nonetheless, it's still a great ball game here. Looks like it's 8-4. The Tigers are leading the Wolverines, and we are under 1 minute here to go in the first quarter. So interesting matchup. Hang with us all evening long. Boys varsity basketball coming up next. Should be a great night of basketball here in the Mon Valley.
Go ahead. I couldn't tell if that was Vasquez or Fisher there, but that's the second time that it's hopped out of bounds.
Yeah, that was kind of a bad pass there for Fisher, but she has to handle that. Looks like Jalen did travel on that, but there wasn't a call. And so she gets the ball ahead to Fisher. Fisher gets fouled. She'll be going to the line shooting 2. Not good by Coach Pitts is not like that. So you know what they say about that? When you miss the free throw, ball don't lie. So maybe ball don't lie. But nevertheless, she gets the second one to make this a 3-point ball game.
A lot more closely contested than it was against the squad on Wednesday here. You'd like to see the Wolverines here with that good clutch defense.
So that would do it. McKeesport did not have their mindset on how much time was on the clock, and they let time run out without even getting a shot off. So at the end of one, the Tigers are leading the Wolverines 8-5. So far, what have you seen, partner?
So for right now, I mean, other than the drops out of bounds by the Wolverines, I like what they're doing on the interior defense there. You know, you have Dunn and you have Fisher going out and protecting perimeter there, but having someone open in the paint to kind of collect the loose change, go in and get drives going, get across the line, and make something happen. You know, a lot of times we're not getting anything going for them, and finally getting some drives to go in for easy layups, getting some rebounds to go, and now we have a 3-point game. A lot can happen.
I like to see Dunn get into her little mid-range shot and actually dump the ball down to Vasquez or dump the ball down to Creech and get her mid-game going. She's great at that mid-range shot. Wilson is great at the three-pointer. Fisher, and even Kayla Walter, I like to see her get her game going. She's great on the offensive end as well. So we look forward to seeing what adjustments Coach Pitts comes up with here in the second quarter as we're in a close game right now. McKeesport inbounds the ball here. Number 10 with the ball. Brooke Evans up top. Passing the ball around for the 3-point shot. Off the rim. She hits the 3. Great shot there on a set play for the McKeesport Lady Tigers.
Seeing some good awareness of the field there, getting that perimeter offense with the 3-point shot open.
Carmen Vasquez answered back. 3 tickled the twine from deep downtown. Great answer by Carmen Vasquez. She's a gamer, and she's only a sophomore as well. So Coach Von Pitts is very rich with young talent, and he just has to harness it and get a great effort out of them every night. And I think they're going to be good for the next few years to come.
I agree. I think when you can get talent to come in with that kind of shooting ability, especially at the earlier age, it seems like nowadays everybody just has a shooting game by the time they're 10. And they just kind of go into middle school and everything with a great presence. But it's good to see her and more to come in the future.
Great defense there by London Creech. She gets the foul, sends number 30 to the line, Kaylee Charles, and she'll be shooting 2. But London Creech, freshman. That's all I can tell you. And I can tell you that she loves basketball. You could tell it in her effort out there. As she contests everything offensively, defensively, she really enjoys the game, and she plays it like it's supposed to be played. So it'll be interesting to see her going forward as well.
Certainly.
Great free throws by McKeesport there, filling it up for 2.
And for Creech there, you know, she has to play the part with Hawkins out. She's the tallest person on the court for the Woodland Hills Wolverines at 5'10". The rest averaging around 5'4", 5'5".
So that's a foul on the Tigers, and it looks like that's 4 team fouls. So they're not shooting yet, but the refs are starting to tighten it up a little bit, and what they're calling this a little closer. Earlier they were letting them play a little bit. There's Dunn with the midi. That's what I was calling for. The midi, done deal. Get that midi shot, girl.
And sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah, that'll get her going. I talked to some of the players, and I just told them, just be comfortable out there. Get your shot going early. Don't wait till the end of the game to get that shot going. That's way off, and the ball is loose on the ground there, and it looks like jump ball. It's going to go to the Wolverines. Great job by Dunn as she dived on that floor to get that tie up.
Didn't I say about that physicality that she brings? She brings a game in and game out every single time she's on the court.
Definitely, she did a good job there. Played, that little mid-range shot, then comes back on defense and makes a big play, tying them up. London Creech, the Fisher, gets Fisher wide open. 3, that's a great shot and a great setup there by London Creech to Jasmine Fisher.
And Fisher put her on skates there, too. You saw her fake back with a little spin move, like, where did she go?
Oh, yeah, then a step back 3, and she hits it from downtown. Out of control there for the young lady for Kaylee Charles. There it is, right there. Kayla Walter with the shot. Looking good, great stroke there. So the Wolverines settle back in a 1-2-2 defense, trying to keep McKeesport to the outside shots and try to pack it in so they can get some rebounds because they're getting beat bad on the boards. But with the size disadvantage, with their big person out, it's going to be difficult. So going to the line is number 23, Madeline Chirpko, I believe. Chiripko. We'll have to find out the correct pronunciation of her name.
And that swings off, and that's rebounded there by the Tigers. And another foul is going to be called there by Dunn.
Yeah, definitely Madison Chirpko. She was at the line. Carmen Vasquez gets a foul here. So that puts number 25 at the line, Madison Miller.
Returning for the Tigers, Amy automatically.
So right now we have a 15-14 game here with 5:15 left on the clock in the second quarter, live from Woodland Hills Gymnasium. If you joined us late, you got Hope Hawkins out for the Wolverines. Nonetheless, this is a great Section 4 matchup. Jasmine Dunn with the Dunn deal gets it up off the glass. The bank is open here in Churchill, PA.
And she's going to cash in on everything she can. That was too easy for her on the right side of the wing.
Well, she has that kind of ability to probe the defense and get in the creases on the defense and get her own shot and get her layup. So that should have been a foul there. It looked like over the back. But yeah. Jasmine Fisher did a great job of boxing out and letting that ball go out of bounds. The ball's turned over to the Wolverines here.
And she did it the right way, too. You can see her put her hands up. The last thing you want to do is be caught with your hands on the body of your defender. I think now for Dunn, she's got it all going for her. She got mid-range, she got the drives. Settle down a little bit. Let's get some passing going.
So that ball was down low from Kayla Walter. Good pass to Carmen Vasquez. She looked like she might have got fouled on that, but nonetheless, there was no call, and the ball stays with the Wolverines.
I think the referees have swallowed the whistle for a few attempts here in this game so far. It goes to the credit for Vasquez there.
Great second chance opportunity for the Wolverines. Dunn gets in the middle. It looks like she's fouled before the shot. It'll call it on the floor. So that'll be foul number 5, I believe, against the Tigers. The Wolverines are inching close to getting into that 1-and-1. Vasquez with the ball down low and goes up with the lefty soft off the glass.
And that's all you can ask her for Vasquez. She's got that height advantage for herself to go up there and get the easy touch off the glass.
Long rebound to Kayla Walter. She gets it to head to Fisher. Fisher has numbers, and they're going to call a charge on her. Not sure if she was moving, but I would have liked to seen her kick the ball to her teammate. I believe Vasquez was running down the lane. She pull up and toss the ball to her, let her finish. Then you don't have to worry about that charge. But nonetheless, Wolverines are back on defense, and we're under 4-minute mark with the Wolverines leading 19-15 here at Woodland Hills High School Gymnasium. So the Tigers working around, get the easy layup down low for number 20, Raquel Manfredo. Good layup by that young lady. Good fundamental base work, footwork down low, and turned and went to the rim. Going to the hoop. Oh, block. And she comes back with a block on the offensive side. So defense and offense for that young lady. She's doing it all on both ends. And she follows it up with a rebound. Somebody check that young lady. Put a body on her.
Oh, my goodness. So Rachel Manfredo there, not only does she get the shot to go up, but she goes back and she can get the defensive rebound to go as well. And there she is again.
Yeah, it looks like that play right there was a little bit rushed by Carmen Vasquez. And ball came off. Rebounds for the and there she is again. Somebody better put a body on her.
Yeah, I think if I were Vasquez, I would take that challenge upon myself, big on big. And I mean, for her, you know, she's trying so hard to get the offensive drive to go in her favor. But at the same time, when you're on the defense, you see that big body coming up behind you. You got to turn around.
So we have a turnover right now. And we have, looks like McKeesport's on a 6-0 run right now. So we'll see what Coach Von Pitts does. He takes Vasquez out. Wolverines are in a 1-2-2, it looks like, defensively. McKeesport probes the left side of the court, trying to get the ball down low, get it down low, throws the ball up, rebound by Creech. She comes out of there strong with the ball, and she pushes forward on a fast break. She looks for a shot, gets the ball back out to Dunn. Dunn is wide open, deep. That's a heat check shot. Hustled by London Creech. Great try, good effort. Good look by Dunn. Nonetheless, it looks like a travel there. I'm not sure about that call.
It looks like that was Manafee. They're trying to get a Euro step, but a little too much.
Euro step. I don't know if it was a Euro extra step, the two-step, the do-si-do. Yeah. I don't know what that was, but nonetheless, the refs didn't see it that way, so the ball stays with the Tigers. That is Kayla Walter with the big-time defense, and Jasmine Fisher with Dunn. Good pass out ahead, and the ball comes out. Missed the layup by Wilson.
That's hard to see.
And a referee falls into her camera. I'm not sure if he even saw the play. Is the ref okay? Is the camera okay? And is the cameraman okay? So we have a stoppage in play. We're not sure. The ref hasn't made the call yet. So the referee calls it, says it's with the Tigers.
That's a tough call to make when you're flying on your back like that. How do you make a call?
Yeah, I'm not sure. But our cameraman looks good and the camera looks good. So on we play. On we play. Good block there by London Creech. And a rebound by Carmen Vasquez. She's fouled. So
exactly what you want to see if you're Vasquez.
So that'll be 6 fouls and on the Tigers. So the Wolverines will be shooting the rest of the way out. We're under 1 minute, so it doesn't not like it'll benefit them that much. But
no, but at the same time, if you're the Wolverines, this is the opportunity to go in there for some hard drives. If you can get some calls to go your way and get some free throws, I say take it.
Kayla Walter with the drive. Listen, looking for Fisher. She has an opening. Tries to get the ball down low to Creech. And she didn't get an opportunity to get the ball. Tough pass in there in a tight area for good steal by Dunn. Gets the ball ahead to Kayla Walter. And watch this young lady. Great drive and a dish. Great pass. She looked a little bit like Isaiah Thomas on that. Great. Did you see her draw the defenders?
I did.
And dish the ball to Vasquez? That's what you want to see. That's an unselfish player. That's a very unselfish young lady.
And to be able to look behind you and see the defender coming in, It's great presence of mind to know to look back and get the pass off. And for Vasquez, that's a great play.
Great defense there by Dunn to block that shot. And that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. 21-21 at the half. Woodland Hills versus McKeesport. Battle of the Mon Valley. And I'm Craig Thomas along with Dylan Operman.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's actually Dylan Opferman.
Opferman, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Dylan Opferman. Dylan O might sound a little bit better.
Probably down the line, yeah.
Might be a little difficult off night. But nonetheless, we thank you for joining us here on the Roxamore Sports Network. And we should be back here shortly with our halftime show.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for listening in. Stay tuned.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with Remax Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
Roxamore Sports Live to bring you the halftime report here inside of the Woodland Hills Gymnasium. I'm Dylan Off, alongside me, Craig Thomas. Greg, what do you got to say so far about this first half?
Well, the first half was a hard-fought first half. Both teams played defense very well. Offense was a little sketchy. Both teams missed a lot of shots, but with the Wolverines missing their star player, their forward, I think that the advantage on the board for McKeesport was notable and noticeable, and they took advantage of their opportunities with second point opportunities and inside shots as well. But going forward, I think in the second half, Coach Von Pitts is going to implore the press, try to get a few more turnovers in the second half and get out and run a little bit. But nonetheless, his players have showed up. Jasmine Dunn, London Creech, a freshman, Jasmine Fisher, Kayla Walter, Carmen Vasquez, they've all contributed. Jalen Wilson, they've all contributed well to the cause. And so going forward, look for Woodland Hills to get out and run. And we look for McKeesport to continue to do their thing and run their sets, try to get the ball down low. Some of their players got in there and played well. Kaylee Charles coming in off the bench contributed. Madison Chirpko, she did well, coming in and playing well. So great matchup here, a great opportunity to see the young people play Mon Valley matchup.
So as far as, like, I would have to give credit to where it's due for the Wolverines. I mean, you got to think about this is a division game going for you. This team, you know, they're up 2 spots on you in the division standings. You know, all of those things considered, you know, Wolverines, they had a really good defense going inside the interior on the paints, able to get stops, and they were able to go and get something to happen. You mentioned, you know, Fisher and Vasquez, the work that they did. You know, Vasquez was very impressive. I think that for her, and then on the other side, Rachel Manfredo, you know, she was just a menace. You know, able to go up, get a rebounds, go on the other side, get a drive going, and just got mid-range, she got layups, she got everything for them. And I'm sure that the Tigers appreciate that work. And it's a tied game. I mean, there's a lot that can go on right now.
Yeah, 13-4, McKeesport comes in at, and Woodland Hills comes in at 7-7. So on paper, you would think that this would be a lopsided game, but nonetheless, the Wolverines are defending section champions. All right, so they won the section, and they're definitely going to make a run for it once again this year. They just have to get back to full force and really show the hustle and tenacity that Coach Von Pitts wants to see out of these young ladies. I'm surprised that he didn't employ the press a little bit more in the first half, but maybe that's because he's a little small on the back end. He's not sure that press would hold up to, you know, McKeesport getting the ball, breaking the press, and he doesn't want to give them any easy layups and get them to the hoop. So.
Right. I agree.
So we'd like to thank you for joining us here on the Roxamore Sports Network. This is game 1 of 2. Second game will be the boys versus the boys, McKeesport. Boys versus boys, McKeesport varsity basketball. McKeesport definitely is coming in here trying to get out of here with a win on both the girls and the boys side. So stay tuned. Get you some nachos, some chips, maybe some dip, some spinach dip, buffalo dip. Pull up a TV, get you some Coca-Cola, some Pepsi or something. Best seat in the house, right in front of your TV on Roxamore Sports Network. Craig Thomas with Dylan Opferman. Yeah. It's going to be hey, that's a tongue twister, but we're going to work with that all night long. So great job tonight. Looks like the referee was okay. He had a little spill earlier, but Dylan, I think that'll do it. Stay tuned for a great second half, and we're going to thank some of our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Hi, welcome to Fit for Boxing Club.
Here at Fit for Boxing, you'll find a fast, fun, and effective workout where you can burn up to 1,000 calories.
Come try a free class at Fit for Boxing, where beginners are always welcome. It's fun for the whole family, people of all ages. Old or young, it doesn't matter. In addition to our trainer-led workouts, we also offer private lessons, community fundraiser and team building events for local companies and more.
Hi, my name's Mario. I've been a member at Fit for Boxing for a little over a year now. If you need to get a good workout in, come to Fit for Boxing, and Rich and the staff will take care of each and every one of you.
Fit for Boxing Club is located in Hampton Township, just outside of the city of Pittsburgh on William Flynn Highway. Come learn how to box and have fun. Call Fit for Boxing Club at 412-213-3584 or visit our website at www.fit4boxingclub.com.
Roxamore Sports Live will be with you in a minute to give you the second half of this game, the women's Wolverines and the Lady Tigers. I have Craig alongside me. He's busy getting the stats updated for you for this report. In the meantime, getting ready here to see our teams come out onto the court. I was mentioning earlier the work between the bigs in action, Vasquez versus Manfredo.
All right. Once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us here on the Roxamore Sports Network. I'm Craig Thomas, along with Dylan Operman, and we'd like to thank We'd like to thank some of our sponsors here. Brought to you by Eldrika Hudson, a.k.a. Whoopi St. Clair, out on Amazon Kindle right now for your very own signed copy. Attend the book release party Saturday, January 29th from 3 to 9 p.m. And we will give you the location of that book release party just soon. We are set for the second half, and we have the Tigers coming out right now with the ball, going hard down low, and Dunn comes out of it with the rebound and the pass ahead to Fisher, and she probes. Looks like she missed. Down low, London Creech was calling for the ball, so she didn't get a chance to get it. But nonetheless, Creech on the corner with the three-pointer wide open. Banks it in from the right corner. I didn't see London Creech call that. Did she call that, partner, off the bank?
I think she did. I think she saw that point up, and she looked over at her coach behind her back.
That's amazing there. That's a tough shot to bank a three-pointer. London Creech with the good hands there, tipping the ball away. And it looks like jump ball, and the ball goes to the Wolverines. Great defense there.
I agree, and I think, you saw them in the previous possession to start up the second half. You looked over and you saw Manfredo going up, trying to get off the board. That wouldn't go to the Wolverines, ended up cashing in on that one, and now they have the ball right back.
So the Wolverines have the ball, and they lose it. Carmen Vasquez loses the ball down low, going the other way for the Tigers. Looks like a travel there, but nonetheless, no call. Shot is up. Three-pointer by number 23 again.
That's Cherepko.
Madeline Cherepko. Defense by the Tigers, putting a little pressure on the Wolverines. Get the ball up. Kayla Walter with the wide open. Bank is open. Did Coach Von Pitts take the young ladies into the bank and make a deposit on halftime or what? Because they coming out and the bank is wide open, partner.
I'm about to check my banking account after that.
And it's a long shot. Ball is out. And it looks like it's stolen by Kayla Walter. Great defense by that young lady. But I don't know whether Coach Von Pitts has some deposit slips at halftime or what.
I don't
know.
But
the bank is open, huh?
Whatever he said to them during the halftime has them fired up.
Wide open shot for McKeesport. Shot is off the mark. Hustle. And it looks like great defense.
That's good presence of mind there by Manfredo, able to bounce that right off the leg of Dunn.
Absolutely. Great job by Manfredo. She was going out of bounds and throws it in. Dunn tried to react, but she was kind of like a deer in the headlights on that one, and it just fell off her leg and went out of bounds. So nonetheless, great defense there by the Wolverines coming out of the halftime, as we have a three-point lead for the Wolverines, and that'll tie it up. Three-point lead erased real quick.
Another three, and that's the kind of game that we have here. You'd think that a long time ago, not too long ago, it was just nothing but the hard drives, and now everyone's trained to go for three.
So that's Jasmine Fisher there with the layup. You like to see her take her time there. You got to capitalize on those opportunities. Point-blank range, you cannot miss a layup opportunity at point-blank range.
And I think we mentioned earlier with Jasmine Fisher, she has a great idea for what she wants to do, but loses some presence of mind a little bit on some of those drives. So it's a little too fast, needs to let her teammates kind of come in behind. And right there you saw the turnover.
Great defense there by Dunn and Creech, contesting the interior passes for the Tigers, getting a steal and going the other way. So the Wolverines come out of the locker room playing inspired basketball.
I would say so. I think that Coach definitely had some words of advice for them, inspiration. You can see them moving up and down the field at light speed. A little bit too much speed, but at the same time, it's got the good mindset.
That foul was off the ball there on London Creech. And that'll get her out of the game and get her a seat on the bench there as London Creech comes out and Jalen Wilson comes in.
That's a heavy blow, too. London Creech coming in. She's another one of the bigs you have in this game. Her being out, Vasquez kind of has to take the load with all the interior work on the paint.
Good defense there by Wilson as she tips the ball out and the ball remains with the Tigers. So we are in a tie ball game, 27 apiece here. Woodland Hills High School Gymnasium, Churchill, PA, 2550 Greensburg Pike. And this gymnasium has gone through some changes over the years. A lot of updates on the scoreboard, but it looks good here. Great opportunity here for these young people to play and present themselves well.
You got me looking up at the scoreboard. I missed the foul call.
So we didn't have that when I was here. I mean, we didn't have, wasn't this nice when I was here. But nonetheless, over the years, you like to see, some upgrades and stuff. So
Technology's come a long way with everything between the scoreboards to chips inside the ball to help you figure out how many dribbles you take. Think about that. How long ago it's been that now you have to keep track of how many dribbles you take, the arc on the ball, they can track those kind of things now. It's insane to think about how many changes that even just the basketball and the training and all these things these young kids are brought into.
So that last was a rebound by number 20. Manfredo goes to the line, shooting 2 on a putback as they continue to take advantage of their size advantage on the inside. And the Tigers actually have a 1-point lead here with 4 minutes and 18 seconds left to go here in the third period. And that ball rattles out and goes back to the Tigers as Vasquez had the ball on a rebound and it goes out. So now the ball bounces around once again. This is the third opportunity of the shot for them, and it fourth as they continue to get rebound after rebound. And it's going to be a foul there. Looks like that's going to go on Kayla Walter. So on that one possession, looks like the Tigers had 4 opportunities on the one possession.
And you got to think, too, like, obviously you had in there, Walter's trying to come in and give some help. But there's only one Wolverine there against 3 of Tigers at least, going for that loose ball. And you got to have more presence than that. You need to have someone come in. Obviously, you can't charge into someone's back, but you need to have someone there.
So once again, we like you to not to forget, get your tickets soon. Season 3, the rock comedy show In Orbit. Headliner Terry Jones, Lena, Gino, Al Holla, and a few other people. Hosted by Izzy For Real. February 18th, 2022. 25 tickets, $25 in advance, $30 at the door. Rocks Landing, 506 Chartiers Avenue, McKees Rocks, PA. I'll be in the house because I want to see Al Holla. I want to see if she makes me holla. So come out and join us. So once again, Wolverines get in and get the easy shot and take the lead. And McKeesport comes right back, and they have a press going. Get the ball to the middle to London Creech, and she knows what to do with it. She takes it straight into the rim, and she does not finish it, but that was a great attack by that young lady.
Yeah, you got to give her credit for that, but at the same time, you need to think where the heck are the rest of the Wolverines driving. You got to hope that multiple of them, and they're still waiting around for the ball. They're going to call charge.
I'm not sure about that one, partner. I might have to give the referee my glasses on that one because it looks like Jalen took a Euro step to go around her. I'm not sure how she can get in front of her for the foul.
No, I got my glasses on, and I don't think I saw the same thing either.
So with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to go on the clock, we have a timeout and stoppage in play. Once again, partner, we're in a tight ball game here. 29-30, the Wolverines are trailing the McKeesport Tigers. This is a battle of the Mon Valley Monsters, Woodland Hills and the McKeesport Tigers. Great matchup. I used to love to be a part of this because when you see the guys on the street, you have bragging rights. You know, you can say, hey, buddy, what happened? Did you like that 20 I dropped on you that night at the gymnasium? But, you know, these young people, I'm sure they're going through a lot with this pandemic. Speaking of the pandemic, make sure you get your shots, your booster shots. Wear your mask, do your social distancing. Save a life. The life you save may not be your own.
Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. I mean, between the vaccine, of course, that's very important. As far as basketball goes, I never played myself. I was more of a football guy in high school, but I have a great love for the game, and I'm glad to be here in attendance for this fiery matchup.
Harden, that looked like that was a very touchy foul there, but looks like she's going to go to the hoop shooting too. That call is on Jasmine Fisher, sends Brooke Evans to the line for free throws. And she gets the first one. So in the first half, the Wolverines shot 9 for 22 from the field, and it looks like the Tigers were 7 for 28. But they were 6 for 8 from the free throw line. And it looks like foul was called, and the Wolverines will keep the ball going the other way.
They're going to call that
was a tough call, too, as well, partner. It looked like a pretty clean pick to me.
Yeah, I think they were probably trying to play favor for some calls against the Wolverines there. Brooke Evans, I mean, it looked like she picked her pocket clean, but at the same time, they may have had a different angle. Another bank shot there. It seems like the bank is still open.
Three-pointer. I seen Jalen Wilson holding it up. She said, 3! And she runs down the court. So hold on to your seat, partner. We have a one-point ball game here. This is a close matchup. Section 4 matchup. Great defense by Carmen Vasquez. Good run out. Dunn with the little midi and a shot. Rebound by Wilson out top to Creech. Dunn gets it, resets for the Wolverines to the hoop. And the shot, almost the three-point play.
Yes. Let's rewind the clock for a second there. So Manfredo, she's been fabulous this entire game, but right there, the ball slips right out of her hands and goes right over to the Wolverines. Them on the drive, and now we see Dunn up to the line after a crazy possession on their part. So we never thought this would be that happen, you know? We talk about these records and accolades and everything going in the way for McKeesport, but right now, Woodland Hills, you mentioned earlier that they still have bragging rights for previous wins off of last year, but you got to think back in your mind, you're the underdog in this game, even with this being a home game.
Good shot there by Dunn. Put the Wolverines up 34-31. Here, we are under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter, partner, and we're in for a great ball game, a great finish here. And McKeesport tees it up. Shot is way off the mark. Rebound by Vasquez, and it looks like she's fouled. I'm not sure. He called a tie-up.
Well, so like before that, you could see there a lot of the McKeesport fans were looking over at London Creech. She kind of put her hand over the back of the ball, and then it gets passed over and gets the foul call on her teammate there. But the Wolverines get the ball.
So the Wolverines come back, and it looks like McKeesport's backed off of that press right now. They're allowing the Wolverines to bring the ball up freely now. And you have Creech, Dunn, Walter, Wilson, and Vasquez in for the Wolverines, and they'll look to add to their lead on this trip, partner.
Yeah, with 3 points up, you still need to have a lot to go. You have a whole quarter in front of you. You can't afford to let them get any lead back. That's a little touchy foul right there.
I'm not sure who he said fouled her on that one. Did the rim foul or the backboard? Because it didn't look like anybody touched her on that one.
I'm not sure. I mean, so they called it on Creech right there. I thought that was clean. It was a lot cleaner than the previous play where you saw her swat the ball from behind. I'm not sure.
On the other end, Jalen Wilson can't leave her feet there and throw a bad pass jumping in the air. So she got to continue to probe and either get to the rim, take that little mid-range shot, or make sure you get a good pass. You don't want to turn the ball over and give them the ball back without getting an attempt on goal there. So once again, partner, we say that ball don't lie. And that second one was way off the mark, and she missed it. So Vasquez with the shot. And they call a traveling on Kayla Walter. Looked like a good play, but I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't see it.
Well, so Vasquez is going there on the drive, and she may have saw like a little too much pressure off the wing while moving onto the outside, which is why she went for the pass. But I think it was a little too high for, who is that, number 3? That was Walter. Walter trying to jump up and grab that. That's just a bad pass.
Good rebound there by Vasquez. Gets the ball out to Dunn. Looks like the Wolverines have some numbers. Dunn pulls up. She goes all the way to the rim and gets it up. Almost gets the layup.
A little too much mustard on that one, bouncing off the iron.
Yeah, she had a little bit of a spin on that one, and it spun right out of the rim. Three-pointer there.
Just like that, McKeesport takes the lead.
Madison Miller, great shot from downtown there. Give McKeesport the lead. We're under 30 seconds here, partner, in the third quarter.
And if you're Wolverines right here, you do not want to give this ball back. You want to ice this clock right now.
Get the last shot. Fisher down deep, wide open. Rebound. 1 second, and it doesn't look like they'll get the shawl off the rim, but it would not have counted. After 3 quarters of play, partner, Wolverines are trailing by 1, 34-35.
And that's amazing for them. The Wolverines definitely having a comeback game after their performance on Wednesday. And so far, we've seen a lot of great plays back and forth. We'll be right back to give you the fourth quarter after these messages. This is Roxamore Sports Live. Be right back. Roxamore Sports Live back here in Woodland Hills Gymnasium to bring you the fourth quarter of this heated matchup. The Wolverines only down by 1 in a 34-35 matchup with the McKeesport Tigers. This has been certainly a great game. I mean, you got to think about all the adversity that the Wolverines have gone through just to get to this point. You think about all the plays that Dunn has made, all the plays that Vasquez has made. They're down on one of their great players in Hawkins, and them just to be in this position at all is wonderful.
Yeah, so hold on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. You're in for a great finish here. We're going to have a barn burner down to the end. And it looks like we have a technical foul. I'm not sure what happened, but the ball goes to the Tigers starting the fourth quarter. Oh, they messed up, and the referees had it mixed up and gave the ball to Woodland Hills to start out. And the ball went back to the Tigers. Good defense there by Vasquez, and she comes away with the rebound. Ball goes off the Dunn, and she has numbers. She has her teammates running with her. See what she does. And she goes in for the layup, and she's fouled. Will go to the line, shooting 2.
And earlier there, you saw big on big. That's what I've been preaching on this entire game. Vasquez and Manfredo going at each other there. And you see Dunn able to collect the loose change, get the foul call, and now she's up at the line.
Dunn gets to the line. It's a done deal. Today is January 28th. First of all, it's my brother's birthday. Happy birthday, little brother. But I'd like to give you what day today is: National Big Wig Day, National Kazoo Day, National Data Privacy Day, National Blueberry Pancake Day. Partner, we could go for some blueberry pancakes.
One of my
right
favorite
now.
breakfasts of all time right there. I wouldn't mind that.
Right. So the Wolverines have taken the lead back briefly, and it looks like the Tigers get down on the other end and get a layup. Kayla Walter with a deep shot, a little bit high and a little bit short. Want to see her step into that shot and drill it, because I know she's capable of doing that.
Yeah, and she definitely doesn't want to get made fool of on that. That was a full-on air ball.
I'm not sure how the referee behind that makes the call. I'm not sure about that.
I don't know. A lot of times the ref in the back, you're watching the footwork. You're watching for like things that's easy to call, like your travel, so you're out of bounds kind of plays. I don't know how you make a foul call like that.
Once again, partner, what's the old saying? What do we go by? Ball don't what?
Ball don't lie.
So ball comes off the rim, and she misses that shot, and it goes back to McKeesport on a loose ball, puts McKeesport up 39-36. So the Wolverines work the ball around, looking for a shot. I like to see Dunn start attacking this defense and look for her shot.
And with it open like that on those perimeter defensive plays, you have a lot of room to go. Looks like a foul's going to be called there. No, it's travel.
So with 6:35 left to go on the clock, the Wolverines are in a little bit jeopardy here, letting this one get away from them. Looking for some big stops here on defense. I'll look for London Creech to get back in the game here.
So back-to-back controversial plays there. So you get the travel to go in the way of McKeesport, and now it looks like number 4, who is that? That's Wilson on the foul.
Yeah, it looks like the Tigers are going to the game here with an opportunity to add to their lead and put it out of reach. But, oh, great shot by the young lady there, number 2.
There's still plenty of time here. You know, you got 6.5 minutes on your side. If you're the Wolverines, you need to go into this next play. Take your time, you know. If they give you that perimeter defense again, maybe get some drives and get a little pick and roll action going for you with Vasquez.
Yeah, Aviana Menifee completes both free throws at the line, giving them a actual 5-point lead. Vasquez lowers her shoulder and goes straight to the hoop. I'm not sure that was a foul, but they're going to send her to the line. That looked like good defense to me.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, that was big on big. You know, you got Vasquez up against Manfredo on that play, and just I thought that it was clean. I thought that was squared away, but they may have called her for just like a slight move. That happens more often than I'd like.
Well, partner, what's the saying about the ball?
Don't lie.
So once again, you know, opportunity for the Wolverines, but nonetheless, they're going to have to capitalize on some of these free throws going down the stretch. They want to get out of here and defend their home court and get a victory. Great shot there by Vasquez. Her team trails by 4 points here, and we're at the 6-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Craig Thomas with my co-host, Dylan Operman.
So right there, I mean, so you got Fisher that's going up against someone that's at least 4 or 5 inches ahead of you in Manfredo. And be able to get that ball in your hands at all, that's just great adversity you're going up against. That's great tenacity. That's exactly what you want for the Wolverines.
So back into the game as we called for. London Creech has been put back in the game here. So you look for her to insert herself and assert herself on the offensive end and the defensive end, as they're going to need her scoring down the stretch here. They're going to get this game with the victory. Great shot there. Open shot. Fisher passes up the 3. That's under control. Great shot, mid-range. She passed up the 3 and tickled the twine on the little mid-range shot.
Nice soft touch there, the low mid-range jumper. That's exactly what you want.
Good defense there by London Creech and Carmen Vasquez done with the drive and a putback and a foul. Foul. And the McKeesport fans are they're getting a little ruckus here. Calm down, calm down. It's getting a little bit excited.
It's all for a good cause. Obviously, these guys are very passionate about their school, and they're kids that are probably going for.
Remember, these are young people. We want to exhibit great sportsmanship for them as well.
Absolutely.
And we have don't look now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a tie ball game with 5 minutes left to go on the clock.
The McKeesport, they had the right idea going for the charge, but Wolverines, they did exactly what they needed to do. Get turnovers to go their way off of missed shots and missed opportunity.
London Creech comes out of it with the rebound, gets it to head to Dunn. Dunn probes, tries to throw the ball back down to Fisher, and she loses it out of bounds. And right now, she loses the ball back out of bounds. And it's a foul called on Jasmine Fisher.
That's really good defense there by the Wolverines. You got Walter over there that's got a chance to get something going. She gets the steal, and it goes back and forth, but still being right up in the face of guys like Hertzer and Manfredo. Just great work all around. Unfortunately for them, they get the foul call.
So it looks like going forward that they're shooting here. The Tigers are shooting. Young lady goes to the line, Brooke Evans, and she misses the first one. She makes the second one to give her team a 1-point lead. Dunn brings the ball up. She's probing for the shot. We're under 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Great time here at Woodland Hills Gymnasium. Craig Thomas, along with my co-host, Dylan, the Big O.
I like that. I'm going to keep that, if you don't mind.
Shot by Fisher, three-pointer, hustle, rebound. Rebound goes back to McKeesport with the lead by 1 point. Euro step and a layup. Great drive by number 2, Aviana Menifee.
And we were trying to see some Euro steps there on the part of the Wolverines, but they got the travel call on too hard of a Euro step before.
That's all day for Jasmine Dunn. She can get her shot anytime she wants. Drive to the hoop, crossover, nice little soft teardrop up off the rim and in. Makes it a 1 point ball game. That's off the mark. Foul there.
That's an air ball there.
Great ball. Great defensive rebound by London Creech.
Yeah, I think for McKeesport, if you're going to keep trying to go for those 3-point shots, you got to make them. If for all those shots going in favor for McKeesport across their season, I think we're going to.
So that's a timeout for Woodland Hills.
We're going to have a timeout call here. We have a 44-43 game. Tigers are only up by 1 at the moment.
So once again, the Wolverines are leading 44-43. All right, Sprint. Once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us here, ladies and gentlemen. And we'd like to take a moment and thank one of our sponsors. And we ask you to get out and check out, brought to you by Eldrika Hudson, a.k.a. Whoopi St. Clair, out on Amazon and Kindle right now for your very own signed copy. Attend the book release party Saturday, January 29th from 3 to 9 p.m. Stay tuned for the details and be there. Get your own copy. We're back live here on Roxamore Sports Network. The Big O with Craig Thomas here. Boy, you look like you could have been a big offensive lineman for me. I might have liked to run up behind you on that one, move him out the way, and we take it to the house.
My days in high school, they were good. I'm a Keystone Oaks alumni from back in 14. Unfortunately for me, I ended up having some bad injuries go my way and ended up, instead of being an athlete, supporting the athletes all the same.
That's all right. So London Creech goes to the line, usually a great free throw shooter, and she misses the front end there, and the ball goes out of bounds and goes back to the Tigers with a 1-point lead, and we are under 4 minutes to go. Jasmine Fisher is out of the game. That's number 5 for her. So we'll have to rely on some of the other players down the stretch to get it done.
That's a tough loss for the Wolverines. They're losing Fisher. For her size disadvantage, she's been a big key contributor in getting those offensive rebounds off those loose ball shots.
So that gives McKeesport a 3-point lead. And you have London Creech with 4 and also Jalen Wilson with 4. So they have to be careful going forward. Driving to the hoop is Jasmine Dunn. She misses a point-blank layup. Can't miss those going down the stretch, Big O. You want to win.
Especially in that moment right there. That's when the clutch plays come in place in the fourth quarter.
So you can't give up that little mid-range shot. That's too easy there. You got to come up and contest that. And now the Wolverines find themselves under 3 minutes with a 5-point deficit. They're going to have to make some points here, some shots going down the stretch here. They want to get back in this game. Great drive by Vasquez and a step back by Creech. She wanted to step back and take the 3, but she stepped back and didn't shoot it, and it gets called for the travel.
No, I think that's the right call right there. She basically did like a lunge you'd see James Harden try to make in the NBA. You just can't go that far back on a leaping drive before you even take the shot.
Drive to the hoop, rebound to Walter, looking deep for Creech. She's going to watch this fast break, partner. Great drive to the hoop. She didn't have the pass. She looked for the pass. Only thing I like to see her do is maybe slow up and pull it back a little bit and then attack them.
Hit the brakes, get that little mid-range footer or something banking off the backboard.
But nonetheless, partner, I think she did a great job on that break. Very fundamentally sound.
Right.
So hopefully she'll do well at the free throw line. Normally she's pretty good, but we don't want to give her the announcer jinx, and she tickled the twine with the first one. So down by 4 points here. 2:28 left to go in the fourth quarter. She makes them both to get her team to within 3. So we're going to have to see if Coach Pitts ratchets up the defense here going down the stretch to try to get some turnovers. And they go into a man-to-man, and they switch it. Vasquez does not get to the rim. Easy shot there.
And that right there is why it's important to have a big forward going in on those hard drives. You need to have something to go. And earlier on, you couldn't get many of those to go because the paint was just completely full.
Yeah, it looked like a tip away there. Ball stays with the Wolverines. And the Tiger fan base is a little bit upset. Dunn with the 3, tickles the twine. And that'll do it. That'll get you back in the game. 48-50, Dunn from downtown. We like to see her getting a rhythm like that and take that shot. Timeout on the floor, ladies and gentlemen. We have a 2-point ball game. Don't go anywhere. Hold on to your seats. Get your chicken wings. Whatever you need. It's going to be a great ending here.
Absolutely.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, get your tickets. Season 3, the Rock Comedy Show in Orbit. Headliner Terry Jones. Hosted by Izzy For Real, Lena, Gino, and my favorite, I Holla, along with some other great comedians that are going to be there, Samantha Bentley and Marcus Martin. Get your tickets. Call 412-378-8271. Tickets $25 in advance, $30 at the door. Doors open at 6 p.m. Show starts at 8 p.m. 506 Chartiers Avenue, McKees Rocks, PA. Get them before they are sold out.
The Rock Comedy Show in Orbit.
Absolutely. Great opportunity to get out and laugh, have a good time, highlight some local and some national talent. Great comedians. I'll be in the house. having a good time, getting some laughs in this tough time. But we're back to live coverage here with the Tigers leading by 2. Kayla Walter playing that tough defense on the ball. Coach Von Pitts has his girls in man-to-man coverage, and they get the ball down low, and looks like she traveled. Takes a step, and the ball comes back to McKeesport with it looked like a travel to me, partner.
Yeah. And I don't know how you can call a foul there, because I could see nothing but red jerseys on that ball. It looked like it must have been a ghost that got a hold of that ball for the foul.
Yeah, I'm sorry, partner. I'm not sure about that call, but nonetheless, the Wolverines are going to have to make shots down the stretch if they want to win this game. The Tigers are going to the line, and they're making the free throws.
And the Tigers, again, that big interior presence there. Manfredo able to drive, able to get her free throw shots in, get some mid-range shots, play defense. He's been everything, this Tigers team.
And they're 13-4. You could tell they have a great record. They're very disciplined. Now the referee calls a travel. It looked like the defender had their hand on the ball. I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't see it correctly. But nonetheless, the ball goes over.
Wolverine ball.
Ball don't lie, partner.
No.
Turn it right back over to the Wolverines. 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go on the clock, and you are down by 4 points. You got to get a good look here for Coach Von Pitts if you want to stay in this game.
Absolutely, and I think for Dunn, obviously we all have mixed opinions about that, if that was a travel or not there, but you got to kind of slow down and pick your options more carefully.
So the Wolverines have to get it going pretty quick here and get into a shot, because that's actually definitely a foul there as they try to double team Jalen Wilson, and she go to the line and shoot 2. This is the best medicine for the Wolverines to cure their shooting woes, is to get to the free throw line right now with the clock stopped.
Absolutely, and being down by 4 here, you got to make both of these to have a chance in this game.
And that first one, partner, wasn't even close. A lot of arc on that shot. I mean, very, very high arc shooting shot on that first one, but a little long, but we'll see what she does on this second one. Second one bounces around and rattles in, fortunately for the Wolverines. And they come up in a press.
Now the last thing you want to do here is foul.
Timeout, McKeesport.
The last thing you want to do in this situation, if you're either team, in this 1 minute offense for either side, is give up the ball or foul. You got to take good care of that thing like it's your own sweat and blood.
Yeah, we're down the stretch here, and possessions are very short, limited amount of possessions going forward. So definitely you want to take care of this one and try to get a great shot going forward. So Craig Thomas, along with Dylan, Big O here, calling the game from Woodland Hills Gymnasium. Great opportunity for you to make sure that you get out. All right. We're going to thank one of our sponsors while we have a chance. Brought to you by Eldrika Hudson, a.k.a. Whoopi St. Clair. Out on Amazon and Kindle right now for your own very signed copy. Attend the book release party Saturday, January 29th from 3 to 9 p.m. 300 Brownsville Road, Pittsburgh, PA, 15210 from 3 to 9 p.m. Get your copy.
You can feel the lightning across this court right now.
So it looks like the Tigers out-battle the Wolverines on the offensive glass and get second and third chance shots, which have hurt the Wolverines all night with those second and third chance shots. Carmen Vasquez goes up and ties up the ball, keeps the ball with the Wolverines. but they are down by 5 points with just 29.6 seconds left to go on the clock.
Yeah, this is a hard thing to see for the Wolverines, pushing so hard after a loss on Wednesday night here at home, and now you have a chance to take on your rival in McKeesport, and you had it for most of the game. You had them on their heels.
Great shot by Jalen Wilson, off-balance runner, and she finds the net, puts them down by 3. I really didn't like that shot, but it looks good when it goes in, partner.
It's definitely not the most practiced style of shooting, but I think that the important thing is you get the 2 points.
So the Wolverines will be going for the steal here. I don't know if they necessarily want to send the Tigers to the line because they've been pretty good at the line, and you don't want to give them opportunities to go to the free throw line.
Well, personally, if I were the Wolverines, I would want to have as many people protecting on the middle as you can. The McKeesport Tigers right now are not getting their 3-point shots to go in. You need to have someone that's able to take on both Manfredo and then on the outside. You have to have Vasquez and probably, I would probably say, who is that? Fowler.
Just remember that London Creech and Jalen Wilson both have 4 fouls. So any foul on those 2, they'll be out of the matchup. So I don't think they'll be fouling. But nonetheless, after that, the rest of them they're not in any foul trouble. So we'll see what they can do here down the stretch. We have a 3-point ball game with 20.6 left to go on the clock. We're live here from Woodland Hills Gymnasium, Woodland Hills High School, Churchill, PA. Dylan, the Big O, along with Craig Thomas. And it looks like they're having a problem getting the ball in. And it looks like the ref from the backside all the way across the court. I'm not sure how the ref underneath the hoop doesn't call a foul, but he calls a foul.
I'm not sure. I think he had some kind of inner sense of when that play was going to happen. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you like to see them go ahead and let the kids play. You don't want to see the referee get overly involved in the calling the contest.
When early on, like I said, the referee had their whistles in their pockets for a majority of it, and then you start seeing travel calls on Dunn, and you start seeing there a foul while she's got the ball tucked in under her arms. I mean, you can't have it both ways, unfortunately.
Aviana Menifee goes to the line, and she drains the first one. It looks like London Creek pulls one from deep down 3-point line, and it looks like the Tigers are going to get out of here with a victory, and they'll go to the line with 7 seconds left to go. This will do it, partner. Put the nail in the coffin here with these next couple free throws.
Calling the dogs, put out the fire. This game is unfortunately over right now.
So good to see you. You're not such an optimist like my other guy, Matt Skeever. He down to last second. He's like, they're down by 20 with 5 seconds left to go on the clock. He's keeping hope alive.
I play it as it is. I mean, I would love to see that kind of miracle happen, but right now, I mean, you're down by 5. It's just, I give credit where credit's due in the Wolverines, but McKeesport, they had a good finish.
Great shot by Dunn. Tickling the twine. Uh-oh, partner. Just as you said, you're a realist. 1.8 seconds left on the clock. If they can get a steal and throw it in, it might not be over.
You know what? If that happens, I'm going to end up swallowing my roster sheet right now. This is a lot that you have to go on the hands of the Wolverines. You know, they were done. They were out of it, and a lot of the portion of the game, you know, they were up. A lot of things have happened for them so far in this game.
But just like you said, partner, though, they were done. But Jasmine Dunn was not done. Call her the done deal. She stepped up, knocked down a long Steph Curry 3-point shot. Yeah, actually, you know, having some conversations with them earlier and in between and after the games and before the games, you know, she said she wanted to get going a little bit sooner, shooting her 3-pointer, but she has ice water running through her blood at the end of the game. But we need to see that from her early in the game, because sometimes her team needs her to score like that to keep them in the ball game so they don't have them long droughts.
Right. And I think, when we talk about what the work that Jasmine Dunn's done, she's been very physical. She's been going on it defensively all game. Her big makeup is the drives and everything. Seeing those shots go early for her going into the future would certainly be something that she would love to see happen.
So McKeesport has to get it in cleanly, and they get it in, and Dunn takes the foul immediately with 1.1 on the clock. So here we are, partner, with 1.1 on the clock, and all she needs to do is make both of these, and it'll be over. But if she misses one, it could be a Hail Mary shot from half court. And if it goes in, we'll have a tie ball game. So we'll see what she does here. And she drains the first one. Stepping to the line with ice water running through her blood. Number 10 for McKeesport Tigers, Brooke Evans. And she shoots, air ball on the second one. And that goes back to Wolverines. So they have a chance there. They have a chance, partner. Hold on to your seat, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be exciting here.
And a lot of the
we'll see who gets that shot off. Coach Pitts needs to have a timeout right here.
McKeesport's fans were calling that on the rim, but to my eye, that just hit off the net. And now Dunn has a shot.
Throws it up. Oh! And she almost makes it off the rim. Great effort there, Jasmine Dunn with the.
That was probably the best situation you could have had, having Dunn, even if it was in the middle of the court. Having her wide open right there. Yeah, there's not so much you can do. She may want to have one dribble, but other than that, that's very close.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, great finish there, great finish. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with you here shortly. We're going to take a short timeout and get you ready here for the second game, but I'm going to try to grab a couple players and the coach maybe and talk to them about that finish. So stick with us. We'll be right back here.